Hey everybody, it's just Nitra. I'm back to do the Braxtons review for season 4, episode 14. Wasn't a lot really going on in this episode, so this gonna be pretty swift. Basically, the show starts off where it left off last week with Tracy being anxious about her performance as well as her son's pending engagement, and she just has anxiety on 10 and having panic attacks and basically has to go in the restroom to gather herself together. It then goes over to where Tony is going to get an award from the Urban League. Congrats to her. And basically all the sisters are in town so they can attend this ceremony. And kudos to her. Tracy is not going to be able to attend because she has her performance going on during the same time in D.C. So Kevin Jr. and Kevin are there to support Tracy, who will later, as we see in this episode, come in for Trina's birthday. Basically, with Trina, all the girls are getting together. They have dinner, they chit-chat and everything. And the topic, of course, of Gabe comes up. And, of course, Trina, I can understand not wanting to tell everything, but she does in this episode say that Gabe didn't put into bar chicks, but yet he wants some of the money and the profits from it. But she's really trying to stay positive and prepare for her 40th birthday, which is going to be a costume party. All the girls pretty much catch up, and they're having a great time. So, of course, we go on to where Tony, it's her awards dinner. No one knows if Tamar's going to show up because she had to work, but she's supposed to fly in. And, of course, everything is beautiful. Tony's there, the family's there, Mama E is there. And she gets her award. Tamar does show up late, but she had just got off a flight or whatever from work. And it was really beautiful. Afterwards, they had, okay, but I'm going too far ahead of myself. Back over to Tracy. She finally comes out the bathroom. She gets herself together. She goes out on stage and gives a nice performance. She's happy with what she did. Her manager is praising her. People are clapping, so kudos to Tracy. I actually like some of her songs off of her album, so way to go, Tracy. So she's getting ready to fly in for Trina's birthday party. And basically, after Tony gets her award, all the girls go out to dinner. Tracy is now there, of course. And for some reason, Tamar and Tony gets into a little spat, and I understood both sides. But in regards to Trina, and Tony was basically saying, if everybody tells you somebody you with is no good, you should take heed. And Tamar said, that's not necessarily always true, because what if the people are bought? I understand both sides of the arguments, but I think because it is Trina's birthday weekend, the topic of divorce and sadness and Gabe could have kind of been left alone and just been you on having fun. And so the other three sisters who lined up, Trina and Tracy, just sitting there looking at them go back and forth and nobody saying a word, you know. So of course Tamar shuts down, and Tony was like, don't be a kid, and Tamar was like, I'm not being a kid, but I just think both of them should have gave each other time to say what they had to say, agree to disagree, move on. So Tracy decides to break the ice and tell everybody that Kevin Jr. is engaged and her nerves on 10. And Tamar says the girl pregnant. Tracy said, that's what I wonder, but he said no. Everybody was looking like, why? And Tony was saying maybe if they might not necessarily be having a sexual relationship and that's why they want to get married. Tamar's more like, more kids today are having sex, where you at? And Tawanda was saying the same thing. And Trina basically says, until it's your kid, you don't know how to tell a person to feel. And then Tamar was like, well, maybe they are in love. Some people do get married young and stay together, basically, and it works out for them. So basically, they were in the conversation, but pretty much not in it because of the stat with Tony and Tamar. Also in this episode, we saw with Tamar and Mama E took a stroll in the park with Logan. He's such a cutie. And Tamar reveals that she's possibly thinking of having another child. Because, you know, before in the past, she was like, no, she had the one, she would, she had trouble getting pregnant. And once he came, that child was a blessing. And You know, work come first. She wanted to get out here, sing, do her career, do her thing. I understand. But now she was like, she don't want him to be alone. She enjoyed having sisters, even though they be at each other's throat. Just growing up with someone telling them your secrets, your deepest thoughts, having that bond is special. I can understand, you know. And Mama E was like, you know, if it's another Tamar, you know, it's gonna be rough, but we can do it. You know, Mama E in this episode was looking good. She was all dressed up with her white on for Tony's event. You know, she just had neck surgery, so big also kudos to Mama E. Basically, it was signed out, and they had their niece, I think, in this episode named Ashley. I think she was in season 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken, if it's the same girl. I've seen other reviews and people didn't know exactly who she was, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't that their brother, daughter? I wasn't sure because she was in this episode a lot, and that was cool. Also, it was the scene where they had the meal and everything, and when Trina brought up how Daddy wanted to ask this, that, and the other, you know, of course, Tamar was vocal as well as other sisters, and I was glad to see them have a repertoire where they could agree on something, be there for her, and no one was saying someone was being shady and this and that, and, you know, the other, although they were saying little bitty things, you know, here and there. But the end result is, I think they're divorced now, or whatever, and we wish them both the best. I mean, I just never understand when people put their personal business out to be public, and when backlash and comments come, then they get in their feelings. They're just a side note for me. I never understood that. Basically, it's time for Trina's party. Everybody's coming, dressed up. You had Tony was storm, a hurricane. You had Tracy was road. Tamar was poison ivy. Trina was manslayer. Not sure who Wonder was, but her costume was cute. Everybody showed up, had a great time, and of course the night couldn't go off without something happening. So Trina arrives tonight. It is her birthday. She can do what she wants, and she has a male companion, and everybody wants to know who he is, and is Trina dating now? Is he a boo thing or whatever? And she wants to just have fun at her party, and I understand. And they was like, well, he's black. So I'm taking it from all the connotations in this show tonight that Trina must ain't never dated an African American guy a day in her life, the way they was throwing shade at her. And someone was like, no one can keep a secret, I'ma find out, and everything. But no, I thought the mask was gonna come off with the guy with the armor, but it didn't. At the end, Tamar has gone back to work. The girls had breakfast one last time. They're trying to dig out of Trina. Is she dating? Who's the guy? They're making jokes. Once you go black, you never go back. Once you get that chocolate, you ain't gonna want none of this. And she just want to be guarded. And of course, Tony says the older sister, she's concerned. She don't want her to get in nothing too quick to get her feelings hurt. She's been in a 25-year relationship, and girl, that's a long time. I had to go off to you. I know the feeling. I'm somewhat like that myself, but I'm very happy. And basically, it cut out for some reason. It like shows the previews on my DVR in the middle. I tend to fast forward to skip the commercials. That's why I don't watch it on regular cable. I just DVR it. That's why this review wasn't on. But basically, that was it. It was Trina's party. Happy birthday to Trina. Mama E looked cute. Tony got an award. Kudos to her. Tracy did her performance. She calmed down. Kudos to her. It wasn't really a lot to get in this review. It looks like next week the drama will amp up a tad bit, but I hope not too much. And once again, thank you for watching. As you know, I have a list of people I watch, and I'm going to try to remember their names. You guys check them out. Shout out to my sister, Seeker 5000, Mike B, The Ghetto View, The Unique, Statue Girl, Miss Arkansas, Lady Nika, The Fresh Connected, The Immensive, Smoke Break 314, James Caldwell, Spilling the Tea, Some More Love Real TV, Some More Love Real TV 2, It's a Quickie, Keep It Moving Podcast, Ashley Miller, Sporting Show, Forrest Ross, Bunny Blue. I always forget somebody's name, but much love from KY. You guys check out these reviewers. I have a video on here where I tell you who I watch, and let's go support them. Squeaky Jones. They do different shows. Some do the breakfast, some don't. But you will always find something with each one of these people. that will enlighten your day. Anyway, till next week, I'll be back with the Braxton Family Friday. Take care. Have a great weekend.